Binance and Binance.us and the SEC agreed to allow U.S. employees to access customer fund. So this is a big deal. This basically means that Binance.us is not going to shut down, because there were some worry that if the SEC got their way and actually froze all access to all assets and funds, then Binance.us is essentially dead, right? The judge basically told SEC, go work out a deal, and they did. So Binance.com now has been locked out of Binance.us, right? And only Binance.us employees have access to whatever they're supposed to have access, so Binance.us can continue forward, right? Basically, that's the thing. Now, Binance.us is they're not the main focus here, even though they are and they aren't. SEC is really trying to target Binance.com and CZ. But, those of you guys that are in the U.S., if you have Binance.us, so this is good news. At least they're not going to be cut off. Blackrock, of course, still everyone's talking about it, debating about it. Is this a good thing or not good thing, right? Should there... someone's saying about these hearts in the live chat. I can't change them. It just keeps going. Sorry. I don't know. YouTube added that, so I can't change that. But as for BlackRock, many people feel like BlackRock coming into the game is going to change the game. It's going to bring trillions in. Others debate, well, if BlackRock's in it, then they're going to try to control it, and it's going to be no good, right? So you got both sides arguing about BlackRock. But one thing's for sure. BlackRock is getting serious about this. Most likely it's going to get approved. Now, this SEC, this ETF thing is a little bit different, because SEC has always denied ETFs. And this time around, BlackRock is doing something with NASDAQ, which will basically give more transparency into the trades to help alleviate any concerns of manipulation. So we'll see if that's the case. But there are people that are still comparing this, the BlackRock's proposed Bitcoin ETF with, of course, Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust and MicroStrategy, and just holding Bitcoin mining stocks or Bitcoin itself. Obviously, if you break things down, according to this person's opinion, holding Bitcoin in cold storage is the best. Don't disagree there, right? But today, the bigger news is this: Fidelity. Fidelity is one of the largest asset managers on the planet as well. I believe they're number 2, right behind BlackRock. And they're rumored to make a seismic crypto move. What does that mean? Well, Fidelity's been in crypto for quite a long time. They already offer custody service. They opened up their exchange as well for retail players. But rumors are they may buy out Grayscale. Imagine that. If they buy out Grayscale, then guess who owns that 650,000 Bitcoins? They. And then what are they going to do? Well, they're going to file for a Bitcoin ETF. Think about that. Think about what that would do. It's crazy. That's crazy. Fidelity could go to the SEC and say, okay, we now own 600,000 Bitcoins. So we want to file for a Bitcoin ETF. I mean, that's insane. That's a brilliant move. Okay? And of course, they're doing this in response to BlackRock. And of course, if BlackRock hears about this, well, then they're going to go crazy. And then they're going to try to load up too. It's going to be an all-out war between Fidelity and BlackRock in terms of who owns more Bitcoin. That's insane. So who else? Look at this. Okay? Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Citadel, and more back this new crypto exchange that will be coming out. That's a lot of major players, okay? So there's this new exchange called EDX Markets that will be coming out. So look at all the people. Charles Schwab, so they're new getting involved. Citadel, not that we want Citadel. They have a shady history, but still, they're absolutely huge. They're getting involved. Fidelity, we already know them. Paradigm, Sequoia Capital, Virtu Financial. So these are a lot of big institutions coming in, and there's a couple unique things about this exchange. Besides the fact there's so many big institutions involved, and they only will allow trading of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash, which were not mentioned by the SEC as securities, but they will not be custodians. They are offering almost like an AMM, where they will just find customers, buyers or sellers, and settle the trades between them. So they won't be holding any assets. Interesting. It almost sounds like a DEX. Of course, what did I say? Institutions, they will FOMO, just like retail investors. And after this news broke out, well, Bitcoin started going up. Today, the U.S. market actually went down, deep red. So if you're thinking, oh no, Bitcoin just went up because of the U.S. market, no. It's because of this. The largest short squeeze this month. I still can't believe that there are people that are still trying to short Bitcoin. It makes no sense. 40 billion flows into Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. Is 30K next? I mean, we're already at 29, what, 29.2? So is 30, look at that jump. Is 30,000 really that far-fetched right now? No. No, you have massive buying right now. You know, the negative premium, well, it's catching up because you could see 400% in trading volume. So there's a lot of people FOMOing into GBTC right now because a Bitcoin ETF doesn't exist and because a lot of institutions do not want to actually hold any Bitcoin. So you're seeing GBTC go up too. Spain's biggest bank with 57 billion in assets, right? They're now starting to educate people on Bitcoin. It was announced yesterday that they were going to get involved with crypto and Bitcoin and offer custodial services. But now they're starting to educate their users on, look at this, Digital Assets 101. There's a whole series breaking out fundamental benefits and implications of this transformative technology. Everyone wants a piece. This is what FOMO looks like, okay? I think most people think that FOMO only exists with retail investors. Now, you're seeing firsthand what FOMO looks like when institutions jump in. But here's the thing. In other countries, Bitcoin Spot ETF already exists. Canada, we have Bitcoin Spot ETF. Right, here's one. Amsterdam. Bitcoin Spot ETF does exist worldwide. But we know Wall Street is within the US, and everyone is looking for a spot Bitcoin ETF to come out. And once there's one, there's going to be 2, 5, and then there's going to be a dozen. They are buying up. You know, whales could be institutions, but we know there are a lot of FOMO right now, a lot of FOMO, and they are just buying everything up as much as they can. You know, for us retail investors, we got to watch out, okay? We don't want, I know short term it's great, right? Short term is great. BlackRock's getting involved, Fidelity, everyone's getting involved, and we're seeing the price actually go up. But you got to be careful. These guys, when I talk about buying billions, they literally are buying billions. You could see all the Bitcoins being removed from the exchanges. And remember, Bitcoin is scarce. There's only so much to go around. In fact, it's so scarce, not every millionaire on the planet can buy one Bitcoin. Think about it. And now you have billionaires and trillion asset companies, fund managers, and asset holders that are buying Bitcoin. You got to be careful. There's not that much left to go around. Bitcoin is still holding at $30,000. And a lot of you guys are very excited, feeling the FOMO like I am. But to be honest, this was to be expected all along. For so many years, I would stream during bear markets. I would stress to focus on the future because better days are coming. And during those times, no one wants to hear it. No one wants to believe it. And the comments and the live chat, you could tell people are bearish. People want to knock me for saying Bitcoin is going to do better in the future. Bitcoin will bring life-changing wealth and financial freedom to so many. People don't want to hear that. People want confirmation. Unfortunately, when it comes, usually it's a bit too late. Like right now, Bitcoin pumped up all of a sudden to $30,000. We hovered around 27, 26 for over a month. Now people are banging their heads against the wall asking why they didn't pick up some Bitcoin. And not just that, Ethereum and other crypto that has come up a lot recently, like Cardano and XRP. People are wondering if it's too late. Well, where were they a month ago? Or even beginning of this year, Bitcoin is still at $15,000. This was expected all along. And those that have the most patience get rewarded the most.